We're being surrounded by angry apes.
Hello everybody, it's Mark from Sasquatch Habitat Investigation Team. It's been a long time, I know. I realize that it's not that we haven't been out looking, it's just that we haven't really found anything worth posting. So Kerry and I are out here at a beautiful lake in the high Cascades. We talked to a couple of young ladies who were on the trail. Excuse me while I sit down. And they said they camped here one night and they heard noises across the lake. There's a scree slope on the other side of this lake where there's a lot of boulders, and they heard rocks. They think they were being thrown, but who knows, it's possible they were just rolling down from the scree slope. I don't remember if they said they were throwing them into the lake or if that was somebody else that I talked to. I think somebody else said they were hearing rocks the size of basketballs being tossed into a lake sometimes, so I'm hoping that's this place, but I don't know. Anyway, we're up here. We have this entire lake to ourselves right now. It's just Kerry and I. It's smoky as hell because there are wildfires not far, and we've had a little bit of wind kick up and blow all the smoke in here, but it is quite beautiful. You can see the scree slope over on the other side. And there's Kerry. She's doing her best to catch herself some dinner. I won't eat that crap. Fish are nasty, even if they're raw and wriggling. I have a plan. And my plan is to, oh, here's camp, by the way. Anyhow, my plan is to go over to that scree slope over there. I have recorded a sound file, and I have a little SD card player. It's 3 hours of complete silence. After that 3 hours is up, you've got 2 hours, 2.5 hours of an infant crying. Should be really an attractive sound for almost any animal, anything. And we're gonna, as soon as I set that out there, I'm gonna check my watch so I'll know when it's gonna be going off. I've got a FLIR thermal imager. Kerry has one too. I also have Psionics night vision, and once my phone tells me that that sound file is going to be playing, we're going to watch and just see if anything comes up at all. I also have another idea. I have an extra little emergency tent that I think I'm going to set up somewhere back in there. I don't know, but fairly close. And I have a Bluetooth speaker, and from my phone I have a file that I can put on a loop, and it's of snoring. So I think I'll do that before we go to bed, and just kind of sit up and watch and see if anything wants to drop by, if they hear the sound of snoring coming from a tent. Decoy tent, exactly. So that's what we got in store. We're going to give it a shot here. And I'm going to post this video despite if we get something and if we don't. Hey, it's a table. Sort of. Anyway. So this little decoy tent I have is really cool. It is the T60 from, it's an emergency shelter system. I carry this with me. This was put out by a guy named Cracker Bushcraft, who I'm rather fond of on YouTube. Now, I'm not paid to do this. I purchased this with my own money because I want to have some kind of emergency shelter just in case. You just never know what can happen. But I think I'm far enough away from our camp now. I can still trigger this snoring file with my phone, but I'm going to set up between that tree right there and, whoops, it's hard to control this camera, and that tree right there. So this is a self-contained system. It comes in its own pouch. It's all attached to itself, which is really cool. It just has a cord on one side and a cord on the other. Super freaking easy to set up. Just need a couple stakes. Oh look, I found a stake. Too bad it's not a ribeye. There it is, the T60 emergency shelter system from Cracker Bushcraft. Thanks, Dan. Alright, it's 6:25. Kerry's going to stay here. I'm going to head over to where that dead tree is. The bare-barked one that's kind of leaning at an angle to the right. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe I can zoom in here when I do the post-production. That's where I'm headed. I'm going to set this this thing out there in 3 hours from the time that I turn it on. It will have a baby crying. It's just going to take me a while to get over there. So I'm not really sure what I believe as far as cryptids go. I know that Bigfoots exist because we've seen them. So that could lead to any of the number of things living out here or in various places that people haven't seen or that have seen, and when they report them, people just think they're crazy. I kind of think this is a good spot because this is the end of the lake. There's a little wash right here, and it goes over to this meadow over here. I know there's deer and stuff in here, but we're the only ones here. far as I know. Anyway, what I was saying about cryptids was that I think there have been reports from various people, nobody that I know personally, of Wendigo or Windigo, depending on how you want to pronounce it. There's a trail here with that name, and it's just creepy, and we're going to be spending the night out here. We're not allowed to have campfires because the danger of fire is just too great. So we'll be dark tonight. It's a new moon, if not tonight, tomorrow. So I don't know if we're going to be able to see anything star-wise either. But maybe. Okay, I'm coming up on this boulder field here. I'm going to see if I can get past it a little bit and find that dead tree. Anyway, I've really missed making videos and stuff, and had a lot of stuff going on in my life. You guys have no idea, but some of you do, I suppose. I wanted to give a shout out to a couple of friends. Both of them happen to be from Alabama. Lisa, I'm glad you're watching. And Katie, glad you're watching too. You be sure and tell Hudson I said hi. And your daughter too. We tried to go around the lake, but it just kind of dead ends right here. Unless you want to go boulder hopping, and with a 40, 50 pound pack, whatever it weighs, the idea of snapping an ankle 4 or 5 miles from the vehicle is not very appealing. So if we go over to the other side, we're going to walk around the other way in the morning. But I will have to come back here for this device. And doggone it, I forgot the camouflage for it. But, oh well, we'll just have to get out here early in the morning and take care of it. Alright, I need 2 hands. Okay, so I've got this. I can see Kerry over there. I don't know if you can see her across the lake. But we tried to make it so we'd have a perfect vantage point by sitting on one of those logs over there and just kind of watching. So I'm going to find a spot probably right here. Looks good to me. Turn it on. Alright, done deal. I'm gonna head back, but I need my knife. I hope Kerry can see me on her FLIR. It'll be interesting. I'm going to do a couple of tree peeks here, see if she can see that. I think she figured out what I'm doing. All right. So the audio is deployed.
Well, you got some ducks coming in.
Over near the base of that tree.
Mark, right down by your feet, you got a duck coming in.
Ooh, duck l'orange. Duck's really good when you have it cooked right. It is. I've had horrible duck, and I've had really, really good duck.
I have two, actually. No, that was rabbit. I've had terrible duck and good rabbit. But we don't tell my pet rabbit that.
I've eaten some great rabbit in my day. Oh, this little German restaurant. The Weinstube. It was good. What are you making, Kerry?
I am making out of my little insulated thing. This morning I froze chicken and olives and sun-dried tomatoes, onions, and garlic. And it will go over my crappy gluten-free pasta. Which makes it kind of a wash. So, right now I'm just waiting for the water to heat up so I can boil it, and then I'll reheat all of it in there and go to there. So
At least you're not at home.
it's true. Look at that view.
I know, right?
Right out of my tent.
I just wish we could have a nice campfire here, but
It'd be nice.
there's too many wildfires in the area, and there's no fires allowed. It's just, everything is just like a tinderbox in here. So
Here's my
what you got?
Lucy light. It's supposed to be a candle and supposed to flicker.
Oh, is that our campfire for tonight?
That's our campfire for the night.
Awesome.
Yeah. So we'll see what she does when it gets dark. Kind of sad.
You just brought the one?
Yeah. You can see the...
Uh-huh. It's inflatable, right?
Yeah, it's inflatable. Little
Interesting.
solar panel. Kind of awesome.
And then we have our tech table here. I threw together a little table out of sticks and bark and stuff like that. And we have our tech on it. And that's where this camera is going to go in just a moment.
Yep, so here we sit.
So here we sit and wait.
You know, it's actually clearing out. There's blue sky that way. I think the wind is blowing this way, slowly blowing the smoke out.
Well, good.
Stars tonight anyway. Look over that way, it's blue.
Awesome. You're right.
Otherwise, we're going to have smoke forever, but I think it's blue that way.
So tired of breathing smoke.
We're in a little bowl here. I hope it just blows it all out.
What's the elevation here? It's like 5,500 feet or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
I was down here earlier tonight. Call of nature, you know. Went down in there, found a trail cam. And about 20 feet in front of it is a big salt block. So, and by the way, if you're watching from Bigfoot forums, the way I found it was by the strap. I saw the strap.
Oh, and it would sure be nice if I had a kayak to take out on this stupid lake and catch a darn fish.
With the lake with no fish.
haven't seen one fish jump.
Kerry was out there tangling her line and doing macrame with fishing line. And
yeah, didn't catch any fish.
Nope.
We'll try the lower lake in the morning.
So she gets crappy gluten-free pasta tonight.
But with my awesome sauce.
Gluten-free pasta with awesome sauce.
With awesome sauce. That's right. Snickers bar. So, that's pretty awesome.
And I think I'll have my big meal in the morning. I don't think I'm going to do it before bed because I really don't want to have to make a visit to those woods in the dark.
Oh.
And I was thinking about that trail camera. Because I'm such an I'm not the guy that steals people's trail cameras, but I'm the with them a little bit. So I was looking at this old campfire here, and I noticed there's a bunch of charcoal. Then I got to thinking about all the creepy images that people have posted over the years about I'm sorry for the camera work, or lack thereof. All the creepy pictures that people have posted from images they got from trail cameras, you know, be it like weird looking animals or little girls standing there in a white dress at like 3:30 in the morning in the middle of the forest, you know, just looking all freaky. So I was thinking about that charcoal, and I could darken up under my eyes and hollow out my cheeks a little bit and strip down to nothing and crawl around in front of that trail camera, just out of the bushes, on all fours, you know, like do the bear crawl.
I dare you.
And then go over and lick that salt block and look at the camera and just like that. And then not say anything about it until I see that image posted on the internet somewhere of some creepy creature they caught. Because you know it'll go up there. And then I can fess up to it. But I'm that kind of an asshole.
God, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I think I might do that tonight. I'll have to wait till it's dark, though, which won't be too long. What time is it anyway? It's about 7 or something like that. 7 o'clock exactly. Am I good or what? Better to be lucky than good.
Oh, even better here.
Alright. So I'm that asshole. I already did it. Ran over there in front of that game camera, and I couldn't bring myself to actually lick that block because it stinks.
Oh no.
Ugh. But whoever the owner is going to be in for a special surprise. Oh, I'm such an asshole. So we had the babies crying over there last night, and I admit I got too tired of waiting, and I laid down in my sleeping bag, and I sat there and I listened for a very long time. Didn't hear anything unusual. Could barely hear the baby crying. The snoring tent that I had set up, I'm gonna have to maybe try that again sometime because it didn't work out. The Bluetooth, I couldn't get it paired, which is weird because I could get it paired here in camp. Maybe it was just too far away, but it's really not that far away. I don't know if you can see it up there. The tent is less than 100 feet. The Bluetooth says it can go 100 feet. line of sight, but I still couldn't get it paired up. But all in all, I've had some coffee this morning, and Kerry is doing her fishing thing. Alright, so it's Monday the 6th. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning. The baby audio has started up again. I don't know if you can hear it, but in the last 10 minutes or so I've heard 6 different woodknocks from over on the other side. There was another one over there, and I don't know if that's 7 or 8, but it was pretty clear. Of course, it happens as soon as I turn the camera off.
Ducks are bugging out.
Something spooked that duck, yeah.
We should keep packing. Let's get out of here.
Really want to get one recorded. Here, just hold that out there and it's recording.
Okay. I think that was one. It sounded like a rock thrown. God knows there's no fish in this lake. Or 2. Got that one, Mark. Better view. Whatever it is over in that section of the woods by the logs.
We should probably go get that baby track. Hi everybody, it's Mark. We've packed up out of that last lake this morning. I heard at least 8 woodknocks while Kerry was packing up. There was one that Kerry heard that was really strong. To the both of us, it sounded angry. I don't know, but it was definitely wood and it was definitely loud. We made it to this last lake here before we get out to the road. It's been kind of a hell of a hike. Pretty tired. I might as well confess this. Quite some time ago, I was diagnosed with a disease called ulcerative colitis, and nothing was helping. I was in the hospital, I was bleeding out. It's a horrible disease. I ended up having my entire colon removed, my entire rectum removed. I had to wear a bag for months. I had 4 surgeries that year. One to let everything heal. The next one, I went in to take some small intestine, form an S shape out of it, and sew it together. And form a pouch, basically. Had to let that heal up. Third surgery was to open that all up and reconnect me so I could function like a normal person again without a bag. And the 4th surgery was to repair some damage that happened as a result of the first 3 surgeries. So it was a year of healing before I was even able to. It was bad, you guys. It was just bad. I would wish this on nobody, not even my worst enemy. But it's been a while now, and I've mostly recovered, but still there are some issues that I have with that. You know, honestly, crapping in the woods sucks. And I have to do that a lot more than most people do. So I did something stupid last night, which I'll never do again. And if any of you are in this same boat or whatever, even if you're not, last night at dinner, I decided not to eat anything because, I wasn't hugely hungry. It was no big deal. I kind of snacked along the trail. But mainly, I didn't want to have to get up and walk into the dark woods and take a crap in the middle of the night. Which I didn't. And I slept pretty much all night, with the exception of snoring and waking up and readjusting. The normal sleep stuff. But getting up this morning, packing everything up, hearing all those woodknocks and realizing we probably better get out of Dodge was kind of interesting. Had to throw on, I don't know if you can see my pack over there, it's sitting up on, we're at a little campsite and somebody made kind of a little table-like thing over there, and that's where it's sitting. But it's pretty big and heavy, and when I was younger I used to be able to do that, no problem. Well, I'm older now, and sometimes I forget that fact, and starting to realize the limitations of my own mortality, I suppose. But anyway, that's something I'm never going to do again. I am always going to stay very hydrated. One nice thing that I found recently through another video that I saw were electrolyte packets, which I never had when I was younger. What a great idea. You just dump a couple of those into a canteen of water and you got yourself instant Gatorade for the most part. You don't have to carry the sugar because it's sugar-free. As far as sugar goes, you know, I try to keep that up too. I've got a big bag of what I used to call Gorp. I don't know if it's called that anymore, but it's, you know, just chocolate chips and peanuts and raisins and cranberries and coconut, bananas, that sort of thing, and just eat that by the handful out on the trail. And that keeps me with a little protein, a little nourishment, and sugar, which is what I need. And that's one thing about not having a colon anymore is yeah, here's the old guy talking about his frickin' bowels. One of the things that a colon does is it reabsorbs water up out of the stool. It kind of recycles it into your body. Well, without that, I go through a lot of liquids, and that's just my lot in life. So I'm sitting here drinking some water. Kerry's down there fishing. Hey Kerry, have you caught anything? Just a tangle. See, I'd be joining her, but I hate fish, but I hate fish, but I hate fish. I've had a nice trip, learned some things and experienced some things too. There's definitely activity up at that lake. It's spooky and it's weird, but thanks for joining us.
Like I'm going after that lure. I like that one.
What's that?
Hi. Looking for my sandals. Going in after that lure. I like that lure.
She lost a lure. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time. Take care.